Don Wilson here for Top MMA, here with Rec MMA President Nick Castiglia. Long couple weeks for you, a little jet lag, just back from Afghanistan. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
We picked up all the boys on Saturday at one of the gyms, and then we all headed out to the RCR airport, just like a private airport. We were fortunate enough to use the Prime Minister's airplane.
Nice.
You know, it was a pretty surreal experience. Well, we left Saturday morning our time, arrived late Saturday night in Afghanistan after a connection in Germany, after a connection somewhere else.
Yeah.
That I'm not supposed to say.
Yeah, that's okay.
And you know, and then we ended up in Afghanistan. So it was pretty wild ride just getting there, first of all, and then once you're there, you know, it's a lot to absorb.
Now, you know, MMA being a professional sport, but it has to be an odd experience for having, was it 10 fighters probably sitting pretty darn close to each other on the plane for how many hours on a drive down to Afghanistan?
It was like, I think the flight was something like over 20 hours total.
So that's a lot of time for opponents to be spending in such close quarters. That must have been a little odd.
You know what, and a lot of guys said that too.
Yeah.
You know, they said, you know, Nick, I'm not used to this, you know, being around my opponent every day. And, you know, the Canadian government had us doing a lot of stuff together.
Yeah.
You know, going to see the troops all together, you know, eating with the troops all together, doing activities all together. And they had us doing stacked days, like full days. And, you know, it's impossible for you not to get to know each other a bit.
Oh, I can imagine.
Fight, you know.
Yeah. So, so you get to Afghanistan. Now, I know you set the ring out probably about a month or two before the fights, right after the last rec show. So who put the ring together? Obviously, you didn't send over your own ring crew.
Well, we needed to bring over one ring guy, my brother, because my brother knows all the ins and outs of how to set up the ring, because he helps set up the ring right now for Rec, him and Brian Devine. Brian couldn't make it, so the only other person that knows how is my brother. You know, I know how to help him. I don't know, there's some parts of it that I have a hard time with still, and I don't understand. So I was there setting up the ring with my brother. We had volunteers from Slovakia helping us out, and we had several volunteers from Canada, some Canadian soldiers that were helping us set it up. One soldier in particular, Ron. Big shout out to Ron. He was big hand, and you know, a team player, and he helped us out a lot too.
Nice. So you get there, ring gets set up. How many days did you have before the fight started?
Okay, so we got there Saturday night.
Yeah.
Sunday, you know, we were slammed busy. Like, I mean, like 12 hours we were doing stuff with the Army. Yeah. Or the military, sorry. And then Monday was another day we were quite busy. Tuesday was the weigh-ins.
Yep. And
then Wednesday was the fights.
So all fighters, I take it, made weight, even with all the extra circumstances around it?
Yeah, all the fighters made weight. There were some like gentlemen's agreements, you know, and we would see, okay, well, this person's at this way, this person's at this way right now, everybody's on weight right now, so we agree that, okay, they can start eating, you know, now, you know, but for the ones that there was discrepancies, you know, they had to make it within, you know, so much of a close margin to make sure that the fight was going to be proper and fair.
Nice. So you guys definitely went above and beyond yourselves as a company, without having a actual commission down there to oversee it, to make sure that everything was fair, everything played by the rules. You had your own medics there, like you were stating before.
Oh yeah, the military provided us with 2 doctors ringside. You know, doctors checking out the boys during the weigh-ins, making sure everybody was okay. The military was great, providing us, you know, making sure that we were well fed the whole time, you know, especially after the weigh-ins, making sure that the boys were eating several times leading up to the fight, so that they were, you know, ready to go. And, you know, we wanted to make sure, you know, it was as safe as possible as well.